The new network television series AD, The Bible Continues, picks up where the wildly successful cable miniseries The Bible ended, at the death and resurrection of Jesus.
Are you, or are you not, the Messiah?
I am. And soon you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of God.
How dare you speak his name? The charge is blasphemy. He deserves to die.
It's very, very relatable, isn't it?
Roma, Downey, and Mark Burnett are the producers, bringing the pages of the Bible to life for today's viewers.
Clearly, the story of the Bible, and in the case of AD, the Bible Continues, the story of Acts of the Apostles, really grabs people emotionally. But then you've got to make it very well and execute on the promise. And, you know, that's our job. I guess we're probably experts in making television.
That would be an understatement, as Burnett is the engine behind hits like Survivor, The Apprentice, The Voice, Shark Tank, and the Bible miniseries.
When we were filming the Bible series in Morocco, we wished we'd had, you know, more than 10 hours. We wished we'd had 100 hours because the stories are so deep and so rich. And we decided while we were there and then that we would take a deeper dive into the book of Acts.
Have you ever stared into a man's face as you thrust a sword into
This
his
12-hour series takes audiences through the first 10 chapters of the book of Acts, the first decades following the resurrection of Jesus. It's an epic production that Mark Burnett describes as Game of Thrones meets the Bible.
Very tumultuous and bloody time. Those apostles and the growing group of disciples could have been killed at any moment. It was a power struggle between the Romans, the temple authorities, the zealots. In the middle of it was this group of the followers of Jesus who were spreading the word. They could have been killed every day.
This man walks with this Son of God.
I do not! I don't know him! I've never seen him before!
Following Christ wasn't popular at that time, and we see the real-life script moving from the Bible and history books to today's headlines.
Here we have, with AD, so much of the story is about the persecution of the early disciples. And it's easy, I think, for people to say, oh, that happened 2,000 years ago. But it is happening today, and we need to step up, and we need to take care of each other.
So, in addition to shining a light on biblical persecution, this Hollywood husband and wife is helping rescue, restore, and eventually return thousands of Middle East Christians who fled their homes to escape persecution at the hands of the ISIS terror group. The couple has started the Cradle Fund to combat the crisis in the cradle of Christianity.
This fund has managed to bring 72,000 Middle Eastern Christians safely through the winter. You know, there were 500,000 displaced. Imagine escaping being killed, crucified in fact, but then to freeze to death in the Syrian winter, Iraqi winter.
Because of the success of our shows, we have a spotlight that lands on us from time to time, and yet we're just the catalyst, you know, and God is the author. And so, but as the light is shining here, we thought it's an opportunity to reflect it back and to make some noise for the persecution of Christians overseas.
That noise will continue.
It will be defiled.
Yes. And Jerusalem will rise up and there will be war.
Exactly.
As this rare and epic television series plays out on the small screen for at least 12 episodes.
There's lots of big, epic event series on television, but only the Bible series, and now AD, the Bible Continues. So, and we're hoping this goes on for many years. We're not thinking this is 1 year. We're already in anticipation of great ratings, scripting season 2.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News, Nashville, Tennessee.